touring schedule was relentless. By 1972, ELP had acquired all the trappings of a rock supergroup on the march. Japan was next in their sights.
We all met at the airport, and there was a wonderful kind of camaraderie amongst the travelling members.
When we get to Japan and we arrive, there's a mob of screaming girls who are tearing the guys apart. We eventually manage to escape and get to the hotel. We're sitting in the hotel. The guys are thinking they're the Beatles.
I was bruised. I could feel where I'd been pinched and
And I think the promoter, Mr. Udo, comes over and he says to me, were they all at the airport, all the girls? I said, yeah, it's unbelievable. You should have seen it. He said, oh, thank goodness.
The very first concert that we did in Tokyo happened in the middle of a typhoon called Phyllis.
It was like treacherous rain. I mean, just pouring so hard, and it would hurt you if you stood out in it.
And at one point, Carl Palmer looked like he was playing in a waterfall, like a souped-up octopus in this downpour. You know, the rain was bouncing off his drums and things. It was really quite dramatic.
And then there was the Osaka Stadium, I believe it was called, we played, which was a great place to play. The only thing was the Japanese people were not used to large rock concerts, so they had the stage set up in one corner of this baseball stadium.
And there was about 50,000 people there. And we were playing on the football pitch in the middle of the grass in the stadium, and the kids were all behind the fences up in the seats.
And we couldn't understand why they were so far away. I mean, you couldn't see anyone. You could see that it was full, but you couldn't see it.
And of course, they were manic about getting close to the band.
So they started to come over the fences and there was a riot.
And they came running en masse, thousands of them, towards the stage.
And the riot police were called in with their batons and they were hitting the kids, and more kids were coming over from every direction.
And I remember it was during Carl's drum solo. And our manager at the time, a man called D. Anthony, grabbed hold of Keith and myself. He said, look, get in the car.
So both Keith and Greg disappeared to two waiting cars at the back of the stage and kind of sped off.
He was 2 hours getting out of there. And I remember him coming into the restaurant where Keith and I had already gone for dinner later, and he just walked in and he said, you bastards.
さあ、続いては本日の待ってました生ゲストどうぞ。イエーイ。よくわかんないこれ。夜あるんですか？キース・バーソンさん、松本里奈さん。うわー。いやー、本当に好きなんです。
He really, really loves you.
もう
thank you. I'm a big too.
後楽園にも聞きに行きましたし、13枚の ELP のアルバムも全部聞きましたし、ソロの11枚のアルバムも全部ありますし、そのあなたがなんでここに今いるんでしょう。
So you at the Korakuen Stadium?
後楽園に本当にいらっしゃったんですか？
行きました。
He did.
行きました。
1972.
72年ですよね。
そうです。だいぶ前のことですけど、
Long time.
このスタジオが小さくて驚きませんでしたか？
Were you not surprised that the studio is so small?
It's quite big actually. We got lost getting here, the dressing room. More flowers than we thought.
その後オリジナルメドレーを生で演奏していただきたいと思います。それではよろしくお願いいたします。 こちら入ってください。こちらいやーもう展覧会の絵だとかくるみ割りだとかあれをね、何回聞いたかわからないですけども、実はマット・モギーラさんをフィーチャリングしたこのアルバムが今大変好評になってます。今キース・エマーソンバンドということでね、マークさんと一緒にやってるのがこのアルバム今出ております。それからこれは非常にいい録音で紙ジャケットのキース・エマーソンのアルバムもまた最近出てまして、日本にはファンが多いですよね、キースの。
Oh, we love coming to Japan. It's fantastic here, especially the sushi.
そうですね。日本大好きでお寿司も大好きなんでね、素晴らしいです。
CC レモンの渋谷のライブは終わったんですけど、お客さんの反応はどうだったんですか？
How did the shows go in CC Lemon
Oh, they've been fantastic. Yes. We're looking forward to going to. Where are we going to next?
We're staying here. We have a club on Saturday.
Oh, we are.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then we're going to Osaka.
Right.
2日間本当素晴らしかったので、また明日
渋谷区さんに
はい、
あるんですよね、
またあります。
それと大阪とあるんですよね。ぜひキース・エマーソンのファンの方、我々世代もっと若い人たち、彼のシンセを聴きたい、ピアノを聴きたいという方大勢いらっしゃると思いますので、ぜひ聴きに行ってあげてください。今日は本当にありがとうございました。素晴らしかったです。サンキュー。どうもありがとうございました。どうもありがとうございました。キース・エマーソンさんとマーク・ボニーナさんでした。
続いてはお天気です。